In today's video, we're going to be going over Camellya. Camellya is our new 5-star Havoc character for Wuthering Waves. She is the last character for the 1.0 region in Wuthering Waves until we get 2.0 on New Year's Day. But besides that, she is a great 5-star character, a great DPS at the end of the day. If you end up skipping Jinhsi, I would say pull Camellya because she is strong. Now, going into Camellya. Camellya is going to be a main DPS character that's centered around basic attack damage and quickly fulfills the Concerto energy. Now, she has a great AoE of damage. She gains interruption resistance, which a lot of people love. So she cannot be interrupted when she's doing her spin to win attack. I will say though, Camellya is sort of not as mobile as you might think, and her being airborne might throw people off the same way that it threw people off with Ling Yang. But if you kind of look past that, she's pretty strong at the end of the day. Now, first things first, let's go into the weapons here. So obviously her best in slot weapon is going to be the Red Spring. If you do not have the Red Spring, your next best weapon should be Emerald of Genesis. Every free-to-play person should have Emerald of Genesis. If you do not, I don't know what you selected, but it should have been Emerald. If you do not have Emerald of Genesis, your last option, probably best option, would be Commando of Conviction or Looming Gloss. Now, at the end of the day, do you need Camellya's weapon? I would argue most likely not. I personally had no idea on how to use Camellya in tower with her own weapon, and I still cleared it before 4 minutes. It was about 50 seconds. And no, I do not have any dupes. So at least if you don't have a weapon, I would say you might clear just at least the 3 stars. Moving on from that, going into the echoes. Now, the echo debate here is whether you run crownless or dreamless. So I know it might be confusing since we do have different options to choose here. Same way as Shang Liao had different options. What I would say is to use dreamless. I believe everyone else believes as well that dreamless is the better echo at the end of the day for Havoc. No one really uses crownless. Just depending on how much you want to farm, and if you just have a better crownless at the end of the day, use that crownless over dreamless. Me personally, I didn't really use dreamless that much, and she still did well. Now, for the substats that we are going to be looking for here is dreamless. Obviously, it's going to be crit rate or crit damage. And then for our 3 cost here, you want either havoc damage bonus or attack bonus on your 3 cost. And then your 1 cost are going to be attack percent as well. The substats you're going to be looking for is energy regen. But if you're like me and only have 100, well, honestly, I believe you need about 110 energy regen. Me personally, I don't think you really do. If I'm being honest, like I said, she had really no issues in tower. But if you want to be efficient, I would say about 110 to 120 most likely. But besides that, basic substats that you should be looking for is crit rate, crit damage, basic attack, damage bonus. On my Camellya, I'm rocking about a 45% basic damage bonus increase. Besides that, for her talent tree, I have everything 10 10 10. Talent tree priority is going to be the resonance skill first, then the liberation, then the forte circuit, then the intro skill, and then the normal attack skill. And then as for her dupes, I have none. But I do believe her preferred dupes is you want to go to S2, and I believe the next one is going to be S4 and then S6. So basically the same thing almost for every DPS character. So with that out of the way, let's actually go over on how Camellya works. Once you sort of get the rotation down, it's very simple, but it's also very telling if you know what you're doing or not. But the rotation is pretty much the same every single time. So right here, you have her basic attacks, and then you can hold the last attack here, which she'll basically spin like a ballerina, and then show her gyat as she lifts up her leg. You have her heavy attack here, which looks really cool. That will go up into a spin as well. You can do a jump. You have your jump attack there. Then you have your E, which lets you enter Blossom mode. Now when you're into Blossom mode, to give you guys a little tips and tricks here, in Blossom mode you actually have infinite airtime. And also, if people are familiar with the Jinhsi grapple tech, I've been calling it that ever since day one. The Jinhsi grapple tech, basically with Jinhsi, you're spamming E. You can also grapple in midair above certain enemies to not get hit. Camellya can actually do that infinitely and just hover over the enemy as much as she wants. It's pretty crazy. So we're going to use our E skill again here, and then it's going to take us out of Blossom mode. So E is to get into Blossom mode, and then it comes out. Right. So casting intro skill restores forte gauge, attacks consume forte gauge to boost damage or restore energy. So we're going to use our E skill here, go into Blossom mode, right? And then we're going to do our basic attacks. That is the regular basic attack combo. But what you really want to do is this. So just want to hold it. And then when you let go and you do the last basic attack, it basically hits the last hit. Now, after you do the last hit, you'll do the Forte circuit here with a resonance skill, and then you'll do the whole Blossom, and that's when she goes into this mode. Now, if you can tell, actually at the bottom of the screen, the Forte is actually different. But now you're going to use your E skill, you jump, and then you can also use your R as well, which also can be performed in midair. But it's pretty simple on paper. It's more so just knowing your timings on when you can do it. So, do the basic attacks here, and then we go into Blossom, and then you can literally just hold it the entire time. Now when you hold it in her white hair mode or the regular hair mode, she'll just do this upward spin like this. But if you actually go into her Blossom mode here, okay, just keep hitting off these attacks and go into the Blossom mode. Now we can also use our Liberation. Okay. Now we do the spin to win. And this is literally all you're going to be doing this entire time. You're just going to be spinning like this. That's all you want to be doing with Camellya. Spin to win. Spin to win is what you must do. So that's pretty much Camellya in a nutshell. If we just go over teams here, teams is very basic. There is nothing crazy about her team comp. There is nothing where it's like, oh, is it this character? Is it this and that character? It's a pretty simple team comp. Here it is right here. Very simple. Senwa, you get her for free. Everyone has Senwa. If you don't have Emerald Genesis on Senwa, use I believe Discord is the weapon that you can use, right? That gives energy. Endless Collapse, was it? Overture. Overture is the weapon that gives resistance energy. You swap in Senwa, E, and an alt. Switch into Camellya, get the basic attack damage bonus. You spin to win. Very, very simple. It's actually not that hard at all. Okay, so that is Camellya. That is going over her guide. We covered her echoes, her weapons that you can run, her rotation, the team that you can run, and the stat building. Overall, I feel like Camellya is a really, really good character. Very unexpected. I love all the new stuff that she can do. It makes her really outstanding compared to other characters, and I really want to see Kuro do this for all the characters that come out. and they really try to expand on them and have them all do different things in the game, because I believe we can all appreciate that. Give us something more refreshing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't yet. You guys can also join the Discord, link in the description down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.